The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Cardinals hit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting.
And he spins past him and into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Field's going to take this himself.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And they're first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 103 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. On second down now, it's Holloway. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd down and goal. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown. First half, and the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Murray now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing again, Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Holloway. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Hurts over the middle.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Oh, hey, Ace. Go.
From the 31, Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz, 31 yards. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Walker with a grab, left side. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A final shot before half for Murray. And this one is incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, Holloway. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holloway. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Holloway. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Murray fighting, lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And Walker has it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play fake. Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago,
yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it.